A division rivalry is what we have for you here this evening as the Yokohama B-CORSAIRS face the San NEOPHOENIX. The San NEOPHOENIX lead the league with the best record overall at 34-7. Yokohama, in the same division, wants to be able to move up in the standings and hopefully just sneak into the playoffs. We'd like to welcome everybody to the Yokohama International Pool, our venue here tonight, this Wednesday. It's a jam-packed stadium, and why not? As the number one San NEOPHOENIX troop to town. And today, they're a little bit in disarray, so to speak. No Yante Maten for them. So, this might be a great opportunity for Yokohama to pull the rug out from the league leaders. There you can see, exact same record as Utsunomiya Brex at 34-7. But here in the Central Conference, it's important for Yokohama to get victories because they're way below in the standings. They're in 6th spot in that Central Conference division. Well, Yokohama is actually beefed up. They have Kai Soto on loan. And Kai Soto has been playing so well for his squad. As we can take a look at the previous standings, previous games actually, of Yokohama. Well, as far as they're concerned, they feel that the San NEOPHOENIX are a little bit vulnerable here. This might be the best chance to pick up a victory. This might be the best chance to move closer against San N. They're expecting big games from their imports. A while ago, you saw Jared Uthoff. There you have Devin Oliver right now. Those two imports have done so well for their squads as of late. And there you see the previous standings and records of the games. Sotaora on your screen. He's done so well in the absence of Ryusei Sasaki, who used to be the starting point guard, but he's been out with injury. So a lot will rely on the shoulders of that man there. Cody Clark, he has been their main gun. But at the same time, it's been a 1-2 punch together with Yante Maten. Not to mention the fact that 30 Ravenna has been playing his best basketball yet here in Japan. That's why for the Filipino fans, they're looking forward to this one. It's Kai Soto up against 30 Ravenna. There we've got the lineup for head coach Atsushi Ono. Relying on number 0, 30 Ravenna. Number 4, Cody Clark. And then number 23, David Dudzinski as his imports. Unfortunately, as you see, there's no number 1, no Yante Maten. That's him there on your screens. But he's not suited up for today. That's going to be a big loss. He is their man in the middle. He gets the rebounds. He gets things done inside. And he's the last line of defense. Maybe time to call in the veteran, Atsuya Ota. That's him. Standing up. He can fill in the void. At least defensively. 30 Ravenna meditating there as he gets ready to take the floor for his squad. As we're just about ready to introduce the starting 5 for the visiting squad, the NEOPHOENIX. There you have Yokohama in that huddle. They will be introduced last, of course, because they are the home team. Here we have the starters of the visiting squad. They're starting out with number 0, 30 Ravenna. Number 4, Cody Clark. Number 5, Sotaura. Number 23, David Dudzinski. And number 29, That's Kazuki Hosokawa. Still a powerhouse squad. And they're on top of the standings for a reason. That man has brought a winning culture from the Chiba Jets over here to the San NEOPHEENIX. Coach Atsushi Ono. These are the comparative stats. And now we've got the fanfare for the hometown Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. And there you have the starting five for the Yokohama B-CORSAIRS, starting out with number 1, Jared Uthoff. Number 5, their main man, Yuki Kawamura. Number 11, their man in the middle, Kai Soto. Number 15, their do-it-all import, Devin Oliver. And Kai Sudo. Number 30, who actually just fills in and plugs in the holes. That's him right there. He does exactly what the coaches asked for him. The last time we had him over the weekend, he was there to guard the import. He played the first 2 minutes of the game, had to sit down, but lo and behold, he was able to finish the match. Smart player. And that's why he's part of that starting five. As we take a look at the starting five once again, for these two squads, it's Uthoff, Kawamura, Soto, Oliver, and Sudo. Up against Ravenna, Clark, Ora, Dudzinski, and Hosokawa for the San NEOPHEENIX. Our officials for today, referee Okawara, referee Nakagawa, and referee Hasegawa. We're all set here at the Yokohama International Pool. I would like to thank all of you for joining us here for the action. Look at that matchup of number 5s Kawamura on one end, Ora on the other. Some last minute announcements being conducted. We are scheduled for tip-off at 6:10 Manila time, 7:10 Japan time. We have a problem here with the backstop. Hence the lull. We'll be back with the action in a bit. It's the San NEOPHOENIX visiting the Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. One final look at Coach Taketo Aoki head coach of the Yokohama B-CORSAIRS, and we're ready to go. There's Yuki Kawamura, one of the stars of Japanese basketball. Tota Ora, gonna try to put a stop to him here. It's gonna be very tough here for Ora. Number one, to just stay in step with Kawamura. One of the quickest players, one of the smartest ones as well in all of Japan. But Ora's gonna have that unenviable task of having to shut him down. Let's see how effective he can be. Dudzinski, usually coming off the bench, now thrust into the starting five. And they have no other world import coming in. Yante Maten is here, but not dressed. Here we go. Tip-off from the Yokohama International Pool this Wednesday night. Soto and Dudzinski to start things off. Tip will go to Uthoff. And as always, Kawamura at the controls. Quickly goes to Uthoff. Let's see if they try to get some of the other world imports in foul trouble. That's a poor pass. Ora brings it down quickly. Two-man game with Dudzinski. Finds David. David kicks it out. Extra pass to the wing. That's his specialty. Assist coming here from 30 Ravenna. Hosokawa draining that 3. 3-0 for the visitors. Oliver also loves to create for his squad. Can't find Kai inside. Kai posting up. They don't find him. That's great defense by Dudzinski. Nowhere to go for Kawamura. A second remaining in the shot clock. They'll need something going towards the basket. Oliver sets up. He didn't realize it. That's why he apologizes to his squad. Even took a dribble. There was no chance that would have made it. Ora. You can see the white shirts spraying that floor once again. Dudzinski will attack. Gets away from Kai Soto there. It's 5-0. Oliver gets fouled there by 30. 30 got caught with a swipe. He's got to be very careful. Actually, he did his job. He was able to stop Oliver from progressing towards the basket. He's got to be careful. They're short of one import. Kawamura, smart move. That's going to be a foul on Dudzinski. First personal foul on David. Chance for Kawamura to get his squad on the board, and he does. And David looks up to him and says, "That's a heck of a move. I only used to see that on TV, but now I got used." Kawamura makes both. Cuts that lead down to 3. Ought to bring it down once again. As a little shove. That's going to be the second foul on Dudzinski. Well, when a big guy like David has a little push on the small man, he'll go falling. Here comes the veteran, Atsuya Ota, as expected. He didn't expect to come in with a minute and a half into the ball game, though. Dudzinski with 2 personal fouls. You might not see him until the second quarter. Oliver goes to the wing. Trying to tie things up. We're tied at 5. As we said, Suda can do everything. Ota on the outside. That's a nice give. Great movement without the basketball. Ora picks up his first basket. Oliver almost got away there. Kai Soto will miss fire from point blank range. Here comes 30. 30 tries to challenge. Will come up short. Almost a steal. It's completed. Clark goes inside. 30, easy basket. Nice seal there over Kawamura. First basket for 30. Back to a 4-point lead for the San NEOPHOENIX. Nice pass. That's what Kai can do. Find the open man, and he's a willing passer. Oliver scores. Has the lead down to 2. 30. Asking for a pick. Finds Ota. Ota now will try to challenge. Couple of fakes. Good hands from Oliver. Yokohama looking to tie things up. And they go inside to Kai. That's too easy. Kai Soto picks up his first 2 points. Tied once again at 9. Open 3. You cannot leave Hosokawa that wide open, that long, as he hits his second 3. 3-point lead enjoyed by the visitors. An offensive foul, it looks like it's going to be called. That might be on Kai Soto. Watch it here. Ooh, looks like Soto was actually established there. We're going to give him that foul with a nudge from the side. He doesn't like it. 4 minutes gone in the first. Clark has yet to score. He's a 3-level scorer. Up against Soto. Puts up a 3, a little bit too strong. Oliver in the open court. Finds Yuki. Extra pass. Uthoff. Ooh! That's the second blown layup from Oliver. Uthoff misfires. Nice tap. It ends up with Kai Soto. And Soto gets his second basket. One-point lead enjoyed by Sanen. They got possession. Ora launches. Misses everything. Coming in is Ryusei Sasaki. That's a sight for sore eyes for the NEOPHOENIX fans. He's back. They look inside once again. Oliver, this time's not going to miss. And it's a 1-point lead enjoyed by the B-CORSAIRS. And they're looking for more here after that stop. Kawamura. Soto gets shoved. Free throws coming up here for Kai. Let's look at Hosokawa, who has 2 threes. No free throws here for Kai, as it looked like he was issuing a pass. Foul is going to be given to the gunner Hosokawa. NEOPHOENIX now in the penalty. 3 not going to drop. Chance of defense from the fans of the B-CORSAIRS. Foul will be called there on Sudo, his first. Second team foul for Yokohama. On the outside, Cody Clark will misfire. Cody Clark has yet to hit his mark. Let's see if Yokohama tries to get something going towards the basket. Take advantage of the penalty situation. Like so. No call. Sasaki from 15 feet. Yes. Lead is back to the NEOPHOENIX. Kawamura. Pass is telegraphed. Right back with a steal. And a charge is going to be called on Devin Oliver. Oliver was saying he was right there inside the no charge zone, but looking at that replay, looks like he established himself just outside. One-point lead for the San NEOPHOENIX, and they've got possession after that steal and counter steal. Sasaki, nice find. Ota gets away for his first basket. Tsuya Ota, 39-year-old veteran of Japanese basketball, longtime member of the national squad. And the foul is going to be called on Ota. That was a fishing expedition the entire way from Kai. Smart move. 2 free throws coming up here for Soto. Number 9, Yusei Sugiura will check in. One of the tougher defenders you're ever going to find here in the B-League. Not to mention the fact that he can also hit that outside shot. Kai King, number 23, is also in the ball game here for Yokohama. He can light it up from 3-point distance. Kai makes the first. He's got 5 points. Kai Soto, pretty good stat line so far. 5 points, 4 boards, 1 assist. You can see he's slowly getting really comfortable here in Japan. This is the second. 30 is checked back in. 30 might see extended minutes. Nice setup from the outside once again. Hosokawa draining his third 3 and another assist. For the import, that is yet to score. It's Cody Clark. The squad's up by 5 though. Yuki looking for space. Tries to go to the corner. Again, active hands from Hosokawa and company. Josh Scott will check in for the first time.
Let's go,
Uthoff takes a seat. Kai King, a little bit too strong. 30 with a board. First rebound for 30. Clark, couple of moves. Gets closer. Still nothing on the board for Cody. No rebounds as well. He just has 2 assists. Doesn't matter to him though. The squad is still up. King will take it closer. Just hitting it off the glass a little bit too strong. Sugiura, no. Another nice board by 30. Really trying to help in all departments. Will stop from 16 feet. That'll drop. Now the biggest lead in the contest at 7. That's a nice getaway. How can you stop somebody with that much speed? 4 points now for Yuki. Sasaki got some speed of his own. Bounce pass. Ends up in Sasaki's hand. Shot clock. Down to 4. 4 shot that time. Not gonna work. That's a nice feed, and Sugiura converts. Under a minute to be played here in the opening quarter. Clark from downtown. That was a logo 3. Took a 6-point advantage. Scott to Oliver. Oliver will get away. Oliver having a pretty good scoring day. Now with 6 points. That's a long one. But the clock was winding down. An exciting first 10 minutes of here. Coming to you from the Yokohama International Pool. And it's a 4-point lead enjoyed by the visiting Sanen. So far, so good for the squad that leads the league, the San NEOPHOENIX. despite the fact that they don't have Yante Matin. They're down one world import. Not to mention the fact that David Dudzinski is out with foul trouble. Cody Clark says, doesn't matter, I'm here. Extends that lead back up to 7 with that huge 3. The big question is, can they sustain this effort the entire game? We'll find out. Sugiura, catch and shoot, misfires. Ora releases it. Boy, didn't look like he was ready for that one. Inside, Josh Scott misfires. Tatsumi Yu just entered the ball game, picks up that rebound. He could have had an easy 2 points. They go inside. Cody Clark gets it right back. Looks for space and gets fouled by Scott. He can really carve out space. Josh Scott is actually much taller. At 6'10", Cody Clark is only 6'7". Look at the body of Cody Clark as he moved Josh Scott out of the way. 2 free throws for Cody. Gonna give his squad their biggest lead of the contest. Gets a lucky bounce on the first.
One more time, booster defense.
Jared comes right in for the B-CORSAIRS. With Uthoff and Josh Scott, the imports. As Devin Oliver gets his rest. And still no Kai Soto here in the second period. Backup point guard Gina as Kawamura takes his seat. That's Nishino, who misfires from 3. Goes to the wing, Sugiura will get it to drop off that foul from 30. He caught 30 backtracking. Made contact, had enough balance to put it up and through. Second personal foul going to be called on 30. Watch it here. There's the nudge. So 30 is going to hit the bench. He's got 2 personal fouls as well. Some of the other players will have to pick up the slack, at least for the time being. See, they try to go exclusively now to Cody. Why not? Cody will misfire. Sorry, miss there for Clark. Uthoff will bring it closer. Sugiura for 3. Yes. It's going to cut the lead. Down to 3. Clark in the parking lot once again. Not that time. Racing down, Kenta Morii. Morii will launch. Yes! We're tied at 29. And a timeout will be called by the visitors here. Their once 7-point lead has now disintegrated. chance of defense has really picked up. Foul's going to be called there, Morii. Now Coach Taketo stands. He was sitting down most of the time. First personal foul. Yamauchi in for the first time here. They look inside. And the veterans got 4 points. Atsuya Ota with his second field goal. Turning back the hands of time here. King goes to Morii. Up against Ora. Kai King can't get uncorked. Will bring it closer. Gets denied there by Cody. Ora racing down court. Yamauchi with the handoff. There's a mismatch. They swing it around. Great handoff. 6 points now for Ota. And the lead is back up to 4. Another assist for Cody Clark. That's his 4th. Look at the pressure defense from Cody. They swing it outside. Kai King short. Ora goes to Clark. Clark gets blocked from the back, but he got fouled by Sugiura first. So 2 free throws here for Cody Clark. He has picked his spots perfectly. Sugiura's first. 3rd team foul for Yokohama. 4 minutes gone in the second. Clark short on that free throw. Pretty good defense that time. 5:37 before the halftime break. Checking back in is Koyasudo. Quickly inside. Short in that attempt for Jared. Usnov has struggled here. He has yet to score. Jump ball. That was a double team there. Cody might have been better served kicking that one out. Possession arrow shows the home squad. Morii. Look at that pressure from the backcourt. Not forcing a turnover though. A lot of time still in the shot clock. Utov will kick it out. That is deep. And it drops. Morii's first basket. And it's a triple. Leads down to 2. Back out on top. Ota with the pick. Ota gets his pocket pick that time. And a big slam by Utov. That will bring us to this official timeout. And we are tied once again. This time at 34. Watch it once again. Utov on the break. Nothing will stop him. 4.5 remaining here in the second. Little pressure being applied here by the B-CORSAIRS. Yamauchi launches a 3. Short. Budzinski's back in the ball game. He's been on that bench for quite a while. He sat down at the 2-minute mark of the first. Four shot not going to work. Josh Scott, offensive board. Got a brand new 14, which is now down 5. Sudo, short, tracked down by Uthoff. Uthoff will launch and will misfire. Jared has really struggled from the field. His only basket was that big slam. Isoto will check back in.
Let's go! Defense! Defense!
He comes in favor of Josh Scott. Makes me wonder if he played them both at the same time. That's going to be a tremendous duo. Budzinski gets away for a basket. Yamauchi with the assist. And now a timeout will be called by the Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. Back to the action here at the Yokohama International Pool. Kawamura is back. That time against Yamauchi. Yamauchi will be called for a personal. He just smiles it off. The 2 free throws coming up here for Yuki. Those two faced each other in the All-Star game. Now they're facing each other for real. And to tie things up once again, Yokohama star, he does. Ora will check back in favor of Yamauchi. Ora's done a very good job hounding and essentially shutting down Kawamura. Not the best of passes. That was too tight. Easy pass inside. Uthoff with a huge advantage. Now two-point lead for Yokohama. Budzinski misfires. Rebound there by Kai. You find Kai inside. He's gonna lose it though. That was against 3. Swing it around. Sasaki has re-entered the fray. Nice block there by Uthoff. That was well timed. Smart move. Coming from Sudo. Attacking the rim. That's going to be the 3rd team foul now for the San NEOPHOENIX. Exactly 2 minutes remaining in the 2nd quarter. Watch his block. That was timed perfectly. Evan Oliver will check back in. That's even more firepower for Yokohama. Oliver from the 15-foot line will misfire. He knew where the miss was going. 30's check back in. He's got 2 personal fouls as well. He and David Dudzinski have got to be careful for the San NEOPHOENIX. Ora goes to Dudzinski. Extra pass. That time not going to work. They got the open shot. Just didn't drop. Yokohama looking to extend their lead here. Yuki with a layup. He's starting to catch fire. He's not happy. Despite the fact that he made the basket, he was asking for a foul there. Let's watch it here. Gets away. There was a little shove. It came early though. And so that's why the referees let it go. Timeout going to be called. It's a 4-point lead now enjoyed by the home squad. Pass telegraphed, but it's saved. Under a minute remaining in the first half. Ora looking for space. Shot clock down to 2. 30 for 3. Not that time. Dudzinski with an offensive rebound. 30 sidestepping move. Will misfire. Gets blocked, but Dudzinski's there once again. Clark for 3. Money. That's going to cut the lead down to 1. Time for a possession each. Here's Kawamura. Both teams wanting to finish the first half on a strong note. Kai. That's too easy. He's so much bigger than Dudzinski. Not to mention the fact that Dudzinski's got 2 personal fouls. Clark from the outside. A little bit too strong. Offensive rebound. Ravenna. They say it's not going to count. What a frenetic game we have had so far here. Tremendous play from both these squads. As we take this break, it's now a 3-point advantage for Yokohama. at 42-39. You're now enjoying highlights here from the first 2 quarters of play. Stellar play from both these squads. Big slam there for Jared Uthoff. Though he has struggled from the field, that close, he will not be denied. Yamauchi, perfect pass, finds Dudzinski. Then Kawamura will go inside once again to his main big man, Jared Uthoff. So many threes knocked down by Cody Clark already. As you bring in the numbers, pretty close. Collectively, Yokohama shooting 43%, Sanen shooting 44%. And you can see they're broken down in your screens. Still very close. Free throws not really a factor. Both squads with 7 turnovers each. 12-9. Those are the points off turnovers. 22-14. Points in the paint. Everything else is essentially equal. Except for that 14 and 8. Those are bench points. Rebounding numbers, +4 for the B-CORSAIRS, 22-18. Assists, 2 more for Yokohama, 12-10. Steals, also 2 more, 6-4. Statistical leaders, 8 points for Kawamura, 5 rebounds for Uthoff, and 5 assists for Yuki. For the NEOPHOENIX, 12 points for Cody Clark, 4 boards for 30, and 4 assists for Clark. Checking out the other scorers. So Kawamura's got 8. 8 also for Sugiura, and Kai Soto's got 7. For the NEOPHOENIX, 12 points for Clark, 9 for Hosokawa, and 6 for Atsuya Ota. Key player matchup. Big advantage here, scoring-wise, for Kawamura over Ora. More rebounding numbers. 5 also for Soto, 4 for Oliver, 4 for Cody Clark, and 3 for Hosokawa. In the assist department, Uthoff has 2, Mori has 2. 2 also for Hosokawa, and 1 for Atsuya Ota. As we're set for the second half. Very close affair. Just a 3-point lead for Yokohama. Entering the third period. Thing to look out for, Dudzinski with 2 personal fouls. 30 Ravenna, also with 2 fouls. Essentially the same starting 5s for both Coach Ono and Coach Aoki. We got Clark on the move. It's not going to drop, but a foul's going to be called there. Oliver can't believe it. Let's watch it. Will they try to review. Now that's going to be the second personal foul for Oliver. No review. Clark, a little bit too strong on that first free throw. Makes the adjustment. Second free throw drops. Leads down to 2. But possession here to the B-CORSAIRS. Soto. Nice swing. Oliver for 3. Good line. Swish. Lead is up to 5. That's the biggest lead to the B-CORSAIRS. Ravenna back rims that 3. Here comes Uthoff. Kawamura will get fouled by Hosokawa. There was contact there with the body. Kawamura is just so quick. Oliver to Soto. Kawamura again. Nice active hands by Ora. Uthoff still can't buy a basket. From the outside, that is. There's 2 baskets inside, one being a dunk. Extra pass. Ora. Not that time. Offensive board. Dudzinski attacks inside quickly and scores. Almost a steal. Uthoff recovers. Kawamura says, we got time. Then he reset. Look at him just attack. Sets up his teammates. Sudo will misfire. Third, he was asking for an offensive foul on Kai Soto. But Soto, they say, will get fouled. Now it's going to be called an Ora. Oliver, another 3. And the lead is now back to 4. Check that. That should be 48 to 42. There, they've changed it. Misfiring. Yuki. Nice swing. Couple of moves. It's another quick basket here from Dudzinski. Using his quickness against Kai Soto. Kai Soto inside. Slowly but surely, he's getting more powerful with that upper body strength. Foul's going to be called on Oliver. That's going to be foul number 3. He might have to hit the bench. That's where he's going. You can see that frustration written all over his face. Sasaki will check back in for the NEOPHOENIX. We're trailing by 3. Kai King in for Oliver. Ora finds Sasaki. Sasaki with a poor pass. Budzinski was cutting. That's what happens when you haven't played in a while. He's a quality player though. He'll get his groove. They try to look inside. Nice block there by Ravenna. And he's bringing it up. Nice find. Clark, step back three, not gonna work. Budzinski working hard inside. Tip in is gonna work. They're manhandling Kai Soto inside. 14 points now for Cody Clark, and a timeout will have to be called by Coach Aoki. Tough inside, layup a little bit too strong. 30 was running down, looking for an easy pass. But Kawamura was there to knock things out and deny that easy basket. 1 point lead enjoyed by the home squad. Ora, open three. That was poor defense. Ora now with 5 points. Look at how physical he's trying to be here with Kawamura. Kawamura was caught napping that time. Lead is back to Sanin. They're hanging in there despite the fact that they have no Yante Maten here this evening. Nice basket there by Yuki. We're tied at 52. 30 sends it back up high. Nice pass inside. A pretty good defense shown here. And Ora will now be called for the offensive foul. He's being too physical. And he got caught that time. They're hoping. Watch it here. Well, they're hoping that all that banging will really take its toll in the end. Let's see if it does. Kawamura's a tough individual. King sets that pick. Kawamura. Kawamura there with defensive rebound. Smallest man on the floor getting the rebound there. Keeping that alive as Kai Soto delivers. Watch it here. Kawamura should not have been allowed to get that ball. Personal foul going to be called on Sasaki. Now the San NEOPHOENIX in the penalty. Not that much movement. Now there is. That's a pretty good play. But the shot was just cuffed out by the rim. Nice look inside. Kai Soto with a slam. Before his career is over here in Japan, he's going to set a record for slam dunks. They do take note of how many dunks you have in a game. Watch it once again. Kai Soto slips towards the basket. Smart play there from Yuki. Nice step through there from 30 Ravenna. Trying to take charge here, knowing the fact that there is no Yanten Maten for his squad. Ravenna now with 6 points, 5 rebounds. Another throw down there from Kai Soto. He's got 13 points. And another assist for Kawamura. Great show we got here this Wednesday evening between the NEOPHOENIX and the B-CORSAIRS. Ora, a little bit too strong. And that's a foul on Gudzinski. That's going to be number 3. Watch this play first. Throws it back. Kai says, look out below. There's that loose ball foul. Kawamura, Soto, and company will have free throws. Koyasudo now on the line. A little bit too strong. Biggest lead in the ball game for the San NEOPHOENIX was at 7. For Yokohama, 6. Two misses. Keeps that lead with the B-CORSAIRS at 4. Couple of passes up high. Here's Sora. Ora hits another one. That's his second 3. He's got a total of 8 points. He's going to cut the lead to just 1. A lot of time still remaining in this ball game. We've got a 4th quarter to play still. Jared Uthoff short. Kai Soto. Wow! Falling away. Hits another one. He's got 15 points. Rudy Ravenna tries to kiss it off the glass a little bit too strong. Here's Kawamura doing his thing and scores once again. 14 points in the contest for Yuki. Foul's going to be called on Kawamura. How do you stop somebody that quick, that crafty? First personal foul as Josh Scott checks in place of Kai Soto. I know they're going to be a bit small, but can you imagine if you play Kai Soto together with Scott and Uthoff? You're going to get no inside points. Sasaki back in the ballgame. Use that Budzinski pick. Clark, short. Scott gets it stolen. They go to the corner. Yamauchi. Floater works. First basket for Yamauchi. 3-point lead still for Yokohama, and they got possession. Yamauchi with a foul and more free throws. Looks like Coach Aoki is going to milk this penalty situation of the NEOPHOENIX. He usually sits Kawamura down in the final minute and a half. Looks like maybe he might sit down at the end of this quarter and maybe come in at the 8-minute mark or 7-minute mark. A little change of strategy here because of the situation. Kawamura split from the line, leads back up to 4. Yamauchi trying to look for space. He's going to lose it to Uthoff. Kawamura again. Has to look inside, but shot clock will still stay at 19 off that kick ball. Kawamura is trying to make contact there with the fallen defender. 6 points here in the contest for 30 as he checks back in. Trying to help be a steadying factor. He gets a steal. And Sasaki delivers. Check that, that's Ora. Quick impact as Kai King misfires. Ora to 30. 30 hangs in the air, gets fouled. Two free throws coming up for 30.
It's time for booster defense.
First personal foul going to be called on Kai King. 30 with a chance to tie things up, but it looks like we're going to review this one to check if it's an unsportsmanlike foul. Looked like just a good foul. But Coach Ono saying there was contact above the shoulders. Let's see what the officials say with this review. It's a head coach challenge. Well, you see Kai King was trying to go for the ball, makes contact with the arm and partially the face of 30. Should just be a regular foul. Let's see. The officials are going to look at it from multiple angles. We only have one angle. They're discussing. As expected, just a regular foul.
映像確認の結果、ノーマルファウルの判定でした。
Thing is, for Coach Ono, he's used his coach's challenge. Would you understand why he was hoping that might have been called an unsportsmanlike foul? That would have been 2 free throws plus ball possession. Thirty can tie things up here. Takes care of the first.
One more time. Booster defense.
Thirty looks so much like his dad, Bong Ravenna, star in the PBA. Both will drop. We're tied at 63. So now, we try to go to Kawamura once again in this final possession. Sets up Mori. Mori for three. Bang! That would have counted. But as we head into the fourth, a 3-point advantage enjoyed now by the B-CORSAIRS at 66 to 63. Watch it once again. Perfect setup. Flyby. Bang. Welcome to the fourth and final quarter. We're coming to you from the Yokohama International Pool, our venue here tonight. Back-to-back threes, not going to work. And as expected, Yuki Kawamura will start out the fourth on the bench. Strong, powerful move once again by 30. He's got 10 points. Cuts that lead down to 1. Evan Oliver, 3 personal fouls in all, starts out here in the fourth. Mori. Short. Clark to Ora. That's a nice seal. And Dudzinski knew as he picks up his 13th point that Devin Oliver will offer token defense. He just want to pick up an early fourth. Morii. They're daring him to shoot. Here's Oliver. Forces it up. That wouldn't have counted even if it dropped. Not also a very good day for Devin Oliver. Though he has 12 points, but he hasn't been as explosive as we've seen him in previous matches. Now Dudzinski brings it up. Scratch down by 30. That's going to be another offensive foul. That's clear. That's the second time that Ora's done that. A while ago, he did it to Yuki Kawamura. That's going to be his third personal foul. That's a wasted opportunity at the offensive end. As Sasaki checks back in, you like the fact that he's physical, but he's got to calm it down a little bit, especially now that the referees are looking at every little push he does. Been caught twice already. Chance here for Kai King and company to take the lead. Shot clock down to 5. Oliver, not the best of passes. Scott is not in the position to take that shot. As expected, here comes Kawamura. It is 15 points, not to mention his many assists. He guys have 8 already. Could be a double-double here for Yuki, which is just another day in the office. Clark gets away. They're taking advantage of the fact that Oliver's got 3 personal fouls. Doesn't want to pick up a 4th. Another easy basket. And Yokohama will call time. Let's see the set play from Coach Aoki here. Coming off that timeout. Wanted to score. Wanted to come closer. Possibly even tie things up with a 3. Oliver, 2-man game. They post up Soto. It's not exactly his strong suit. Another 24-second shot clock violation. That's a third here in the fourth. Sasaki now in. Gonna finish the games. That's what he used to do at the start of the season as Dudzinski knocks down a three. And the lead is ballooned to 6. 16 points now for David. They're pouring it on here. Kawamura trying to take advantage. And does. They can't get Oliver to score. If Uthoff continues to struggle from the field, Yuki needs to take over. Layup gonna come up short there for Sasaki. Quick hands once again for Cody.
さあまだまだ横浜ボールショットクロックも残り17秒ここは決めていきましょう
6.5 still to be played here. An eternity of basketball. Kai Soto hits a jumper. He's got that in his arsenal. He can also hit a three. He now has 17 huge markers for the B-CORSAIRS. Sasaki. Dudzinski not launching. Almost lost it, but a foul is going to be called. It's going to be on Yuki.
ファウル横浜5番河村勇輝個人ファウル2個目チームファウル1個目サインボールのスローインです
さあ相手の攻撃を防いでいきます
Second personal foul on Kawamura. Oras back in. 30. Jumper rims out. I guess they don't feel confident with Sasaki yet. And the ball games. Kai Soto will overshoot. 30 did his job there. He tried to just harass the 7-footer. Ora kicks it back out. Well, they can challenge. And now there's going to be a challenge. They want this possession.
サインボールのスローインです
Kawamura so displeased.
ただいま横浜のヘッ
So
ドコー
is
チ
Coach Aoki.
青竹とヘッドコーチからヘッドコーチチャレンジが請求されました
Let's see.
これより映像確認を行います
They were so adamant. They felt they got possession. Widow's touch last. Definitely by Hosokawa. Was there a foul though?
バウンズの判定について映像確認を行っています
There was
今しばらく
contact.
お待ちください
Not quite sure if you can call a foul off a head coach challenge. And they're challenging actually the possession. Call on the floor stands as ball San-en. Let's see if it's upheld or reversed. Exceptional crowd we've got here at Yokohama. Why not? These are the league leaders, the number one team in the B-League, the San NEOPHOENIX. They'll change the call.
ヘッドコーチチャレンジの結果横浜ボールから再開です
さあこのチャンスをものにします Go go Biko Go go Biko
72-70. Heading to the final 5.5. Fourteen seconds on the shot clock. Uthoff tries to go high. Kai Soto delivers. He's really controlled himself so well here today. They've been pushing him, shoving him. Clark kisses it off the glass. Back up to a 2-point lead here for the NEOPHOENIX. Sudo to Oliver. Utah for 3. Short again. He has had so many opportunities. Budzinski wanted to rush things, and they said, let's set up our offense. Ora will bring it out. 30 will challenge. Layup not gonna drop. That's a very poor foul. Kawamura was going nowhere. He stopped in his tracks and Ora just fouled him. He was backing up. Not quite sure what that was for. That's going to bring us, though, to this official timeout. When we come back, we're going to have the end game. NEOPHOENIX up against the B-CORSAIRS.
Go,
74-72 as we enter the final 4 minutes. Kawamura thumps it off inside. Sudo kisses it off the glass, a little bit too strong. We're going the other way. Good look by Sudo. Just a little bit too strong off the glass. But this is where the San and NEOPHOENIX have excelled this year in the end game. They've been very steady down the stretch. But they have had Yante Maten to help them out. Today, just 2 world imports. Cody Clark. Offensive rebound, he'll bring it out. Budzinski looking for position. Ora. Back to Cody. Cody forces the issue and scores! Lead is up to 4. Approaching the 3-minute mark. They go back to their main man. Yuki, short, big slam there once again. Coming from Kai Soto. He's with 21 points. Not to mention numerous rebounds. To be exact, he's got 9. Kicks it out. Budzinski for 3. That rims out. Utah for the board. Under 3 to play. Couple of fakes. They'll kick it back out. Oliver. Shadowed there by 30. Good defense by 30, Ravenna. And they're going to say it's an offensive foul. That's going to be number 4 on Oliver. Look at Ravenna. Staying with him every step of the way. Let's see if they're going to review this one as well. As Ravenna still down.
ただいまファウルのプレーについて映像確認を行います。
Ravenna has done it all, and they are going to review this. And this might work doubly in favor of the NEOPHOENIX. Actually, both referees saw it from different angles. Interesting call here. They're still looking at it. And now they feel that they've seen enough. Here's the call. Just an offensive foul. That'll be number 4.
映像確認の結果、ただいまの
Oliver's asking
ノーマルファウルの判定でした。
for a flop though.
オフェンスファウル、横浜チーム
Again, 30.
個人ファウル4個目、
The defensive foul sticks.
サインボールのスローイです。
Still just a 1 point, actually a 1 possession ball game. 2-point lead enjoyed by the visiting squad. They've got possession. Ora has been so good closing games for his squad. They kick it out. 30 for 3. That's short. Looking to tie things up here is Kawamura. Or maybe take the lead with a 3. Turns the corner. Extra pass. Short. Yeah, a foul's going to be called on 30. He was face guarding Kai Soto.
ファウル、3円0番。
Sudo has not been successful with those open threes.
横浜ボールのスローイです。
Mori has actually been a little bit more successful. Open shot. Uthoff got that. And there was no recovery by the defense. We're tied at 76. A timeout now from Coach Ono.
残り時間1分49秒となりました。横浜 vs サエ77対76対76、同点に再び持ち込みました。この流れを崩さずに絶対にリードを取って2連勝獲得しましょう。1、2、3、GO! B-CORSAIRS!
Let's watch the play of Coach Ono. Couple of handoffs. Ora still with possession. Two-man game up high. There's a switch. That's a forced shot there. Big rebound by Kai. Kai now in double digits. Rebounding wise as well. Kai with a floater. That drops. He's expanding his game. And he's now willing to take over in the crunch. That's the development of the young big man in Kai Soto. 2-point lead for Yokohama now. No timeout called. But the play sent in here by Coach Atsushi. Ora for three. That rims out. Another rebound there by Kai. He's doing everything. Oliver pushes it forward. Kai finds Kawamura. They're going to use some clock. Trying to put this game away. And they could possibly with a score here. Big three. Bang! Huge shot from Yuki. Ice in his veins. And a timeout will have to be called by the San NEOPHOENIX as they're now down by 5.
Let's go, B-CORSAIRS! 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 残り35秒絶対に勝つ Let's go, B-CORSAIRS!
Once again, chance of defense here from the fans at the Yokohama International Pool. Clark needs to score here.
残り30秒
They're wasting a lot of time. Hosokawa. Fourth shot. That could be it. They gotta get it past the timeline. They do. That's ball game. No more fouls. Ooh, they're gonna foul. With a 5-point lead with less than 10 seconds remaining. Don't quite see the logic there. But the San NEOPHOENIX will go down to their 8th loss. And now they're going to review this one. That's quite surprising. Not about the review, but about the foul. If they wanted to extend this game, they should have fouled a little bit sooner. Still, already a 2-possession ball game with just about 12 seconds at that particular stage. Just a regular foul going to be called. The NEOPHOENIX not in the penalty. So they're going to add 6.8 seconds. They're going to add seconds to make it a total of 6.8.
映像確認の結果、試合の残り時間は 6.8 秒と判定されました。
残り6.8秒。
ファウル3。
Go, go, B-CORSAIRS! Go, go, B-CORSAIRS!
個人ファウル
Go, go, B-CORSAIRS! Go,
Don't think they're going to foul here.
go, go, B-CORSAIRS!
Oliver puts up a shot. Big win here for the Yokohama B-CORSAIRS, and a huge game from Kai Soto. Talk about a great Mutt and Jeff combination. That's it right there. Kawamura and Soto as they win this one, 81-76. We asked that question early in this ball game. Can the San NEOPHOENIX sustain the effort with just 2 world imports? And the answer is an emphatic no. We're going to hear from Coach Aoki in a bit, and together with some of the stars of this victory, as the Yokohama B-CORSAIRS improve to 19 wins against 23 setbacks.
"本日は応援ありがとうございました。久しぶりにホームに帰ってきました。ホームって本当にいいもんですね。前悔しい敗戦から必ず勝てるようになって帰ってくるということを選手たちが今日表現してくれました。まだまだシーズンは続く中で一歩ずつ必ず皆さんともに成長していく、そんなチームでありたいというふうに思います。そして今日題名をつけるとしたら、森のスリーが火を吹いた。そしてチームとして成長できた、本当に一人一人が戦ってくれた素晴らしい勝ちだったと思います。こんなバスケットをまた皆さんにお届けできるようにこれからも精進してまいりますので、 またホームゲームあります。ぜひ、会場にお越しください。そして最後まで横浜ビーコルセアーズを応援よろしくお願いします。今日はありがとうございました。
青木武人ヘッドコーチ、ありがとうございました。
続きまして今日一番熱かった選手としてバスケットライブアプリで最も多くファイヤーボタンを押された選手に贈られるバスケットライブオンファイヤー賞の発表です。
本日のオンファイヤー賞はナンバー5河村勇輝。河村勇輝選手には副賞として賞金が贈られます。
Coach Taketo talked about the fact that Marie was on fire here today, and he said that was really what won us the ball game. He thanked the fans for the support, and he says he's glad to be back here in their arena. Some awards being given out. Why not give it to one of your main men, Yuki Kawamura? More awards to be given out.
Number 11, Kai Soto.
This is well deserved. Kai Soto. This can be a very effective 1-2 punch in the years to come. We're feeling will be the first of many for Kai Soto, as he and his combination with Yuki Kawamura can possibly lead this team to a championship somewhere down the line.
Yeah, it was a tough game. Silent is a really good team. They're the top team in the league. So everybody just came out full effort. It's a great team win, and we're happy that the fans came out and give us all their energy, and we're very happy we got this win.
今日の試合は本当に難しくタフな試合でした。ネオフェニックス B リーグでトップの位置にいて本当に素晴らしいチームだったんですけども、その中でもチームで戦い、チームで勝つことができました。その中で皆さんの応援が非常にエネルギーをくださり、この勝利につながりました。皆さんの応援本当にありがとうございます。
さあ、それでは海藻の選手ありがとうございました。改めて大きな拍手をお願いします。
続いてオンファイヤー賞とリアル賞に輝いた河村勇輝選手に一言いただきます。
はい、本当に今日平日の遅い時間の中会場に足を運んでいただいた皆さん、そして、画面越し応援して、くださった皆さん本当にありがとうございました。本当に、首位中地区首位の三円さんに、すごくタフな展開ありましたけど、皆さんの応援声援のおかげで、苦しい中乗り越えることができました。本当にありがとうございます。また今週来週試合はないんですけど、また一段とチームの中で、競争し練習して、また皆さんのもとに成長した姿で、自分たち、コートに戻ってくれるように頑張っていきたいと思いますので、今後とも応援のほどよろしくお願いします。今日はありがとうございました。
河村勇輝選手ありがとうございました。それでは横浜 B コルセアーズの選手スタッフの皆様はコートに整列してください。横浜 B コルセアーズ選手スタッフの皆様はコートに整列してください。B リーグ2023-24株 式会社リアルプレゼンツリアルスーパーナイト横浜 B.CORSAIRS vs サンエンネオフェニックス本日の応援誠にありがとうございます。
Nice statement there from Kawamura. As he said, it's already late Wednesday, but you're all still here. Thank you so much for coming over, and we're glad we fought very well against the number one squad in our division, and actually the number one squad in the B League as of the moment. We'll show you some highlights, and then we'll finish off with the numbers. Enjoy these highlights first before you give it the numbers. Well played game. An encounter at the highest level. And for the home squad, and Kai Soto and Kawamura, they're hoping this combination continues to flourish. Everybody did their part. Uthoff didn't really score that much, but he hit a big basket in the last minute of action, and they actually left him inside that paint. It was a very close game all throughout. First quarter ended in favor of Sanen, 24-20. At the halftime break, it is now a 3-point lead for Yokohama, 42-39. And they held on to that lead after the third, 66-63. And then held on for this all-important victory, 81-76. Nice three from Dudzinski. Didn't have a very good first half. Ora there. Caught Kawamura napping. Knocks down that three. Those two went at it all throughout this game. We're going to show you the numbers at the end of this one. Kawamura kissing it off the glass there. And again, utilizing his speed and then finding his big man. Soto would finish with 23 points, 10 boards. Uthoff only 6 points, 11 rebounds though. Another eye in the sky play. And Soto says, give me another slam. That's a big shot from Morii. That's exactly what Coach Aoki was referring to in that endgame interview. Nice quick baskets inside. They took advantage of the foul trouble of Devin Oliver. Budzinski had a very good second half. There's Kai showing us his range. Oliver looks inside. Nice floater once again there by Kai. This was tremendous. That made it a 5-point lead. And a huge victory here by the home squad. As you break down the numbers, a tight affair. 54% as compared to 55% for two. Three for Hosokawa and 2 for Ora. That's going to do it here for our coverage. Thank you so much for joining us for B-League action. Till the weekend, take care. Have a good week ahead, everybody. God bless.